My name is Derek Whitmore. I'm 48, and for most of my life, I thought I had it all figured out. I'm an engineering manager, a husband, a father of 3. My wife, Grace, and I built what looked like the perfect life over 25 years. A nice house, a stable family, kids we adored. Ethan, our oldest, Claire, our high schooler, and Liam, our youngest, who is on the autism spectrum and thrives on routine. But underneath the surface, cracks were forming. Grace started saying she felt invisible, trapped. I thought it was just a phase, a midlife crisis. So when she wanted to join a tennis club, I encouraged it. I thought a new hobby would be good for her. Her instructor, Kyle, was young, charming, and soon Grace was glowing. The lessons went from a couple of times a week to 5 days a week. She was losing weight, buying new outfits, and when I gently questioned it, she called me controlling. So I backed off. That was my biggest mistake. Things came to a head after she returned from a so-called wellness retreat in Arizona. She was different, cold, distant. My gut told me something was wrong. I found things I never thought I'd find. A man's watch in her gym bag. A hotel receipt from Scottsdale with 2 dinners charged to the room. A text message that wasn't from me. When I confronted her, she didn't even try to deny it. She just looked at me and said, "You made me feel invisible for years. He sees me." Just like that, 25 years of marriage felt like a lie. I asked her to leave, but she refused, acting like I was the one losing my mind. The worst part was our son Ethan overheard us fighting. I couldn't let her lie to him, so I showed him the proof. The look on his face broke me. I knew then this wasn't just about a broken heart. It was about protecting my kids. Grace continued to live in our house as if nothing had happened, ignoring the chaos she was creating. Claire started getting bullied at school because of the rumors. Liam's world, built on routine, fell apart. His meltdowns became more frequent and he started regressing. Grace barely seemed to notice. That's when I called a lawyer. What we discovered next was a shock. For 4 years, Grace had been secretly funneling money from our joint accounts. It started small, but it added up to over $127,000. That money funded her secret life, the hotels, the gifts, the affair with Kyle. Then I found her journals hidden in the garage. I know I crossed a line by reading them, but I had to understand. The journals revealed everything. She had been planning her exit for years, staying with me only for my income. She had met Kyle long before the tennis lessons even started. But the most devastating part was what she wrote about Liam. She described caring for him as exhausting, and wrote that she wondered what her life would be like if he were normal. That's when my heartbreak turned into cold, hard resolve. I gave the journals to my lawyer. When Grace found out, she brought her father, a retired judge, to our house to intimidate me. He threatened me with his connections, but I wasn't scared. I had the truth. In the custody hearing, her own words were read aloud. Her financial deception, her neglect, her chilling indifference toward our children, our son Ethan testified. When the judge made her ruling, the room was silent. I was awarded primary custody. Grace got supervised visitation. It wasn't a victory. It was a deep, profound relief. Life is quieter now. It's more honest. Claire is smiling again. The bullying has stopped. Liam's routine is back and he's thriving. Ethan visits all the time, helping me hold our new family together. Grace moved in with Kyle, but from what I hear, the fantasy didn't last. Reality rarely does. The other day, Liam asked if his mom was coming back. I told him the truth gently. I lost my wife, but I saved my family. I found my strength, my integrity, and the peace that comes from doing the right thing, no matter how hard it is. Thank you for listening to my story. If you've been through something similar, know that you are not alone, and there is a path to healing.